Jackson Academy has seen many changes in the last 10 years, and they're vast, from property acquisition,
our arts program,
to property development,
teen trendsetters,
to divisional restructuring,
our service programs. We're building on leadership programs.
In fact, the building we sit in today, the Performing Arts Center,
community service,
and then certainly to transformational teaching and learning taking place, the one-to-one Apple program,
Apple one-to-one program,
STEM labs,
the SOAR program. We've been a place the last 10 years particularly of many transformational changes, all aimed at serving students in a better way.
I think our mission, or our rewriting of our mission statement, made a big difference for the school. It gives everyone a central direction there and is being used, actively used in the school. In my career, it may be the first time I've ever seen a mission statement actively used in a school.
And there have been so many changes, it's hard to pick just one notable program. The Apple one-to-one program, where we've placed a technology device in every student's hand from K3 through 12th grade, and really the first in the Southeast to do that for all students, even at the youngest ages, I think is a very notable program.
It was a program back in 2012 that took a lot of preparation for 4 years prior to that then launched our school into a new initiative where all the divisions were behind it. Everybody was having to adapt to technology, and it really pushed the instruction that happens in every classroom.
Jay's mission is much, much larger than just college prep. It's who we develop as people. It's the identification of students' strengths and weaknesses, and the way we treat them, and the way they're taught to treat each other, and in a social setting, in an academic setting, an athletic setting, an arts setting, and bringing out their talents and gifts that they can take and contribute to the world ahead, particularly in the areas of leadership and service to others.
We're working harder to involve our students in more community service, and it's a goal of ours to provide them opportunities, both on and off campus, during the day, on the weekends, and to make sure they know different places they can go, different community partners that they can work with. We don't have a strict policy about community service. We would rather our students want to do community service with a little guidance from us. And so that's a big part of what we do, not just at Christmas and Thanksgiving, but also throughout the year.
Being a graduate of Jackson Academy, instruction and academic integrity has always been a huge part of Jackson Academy. But now we've seen this change of where we have to constantly kind of reevaluate everything that we do and make sure that we're meeting the needs of the students, because the students that we teach today are not the students that I grew up with. And so it's very important as a school that we continue to meet the students where their learning needs are.
One of the biggest things that we're trying to do is to move learning out of the classroom for at least some portion of the day or the year. And that might be to a more non-traditional type activity, like we take our 5th graders down the Mississippi River, spend the night overnight. That's been a fun activity. We'll be in our 3rd year of doing that this year. The teachers go along with the students, and that's a new way to interact and let them learn maybe something that they didn't already know about a student.
In the next 10 years, I see Jackson Academy as still being a very academically focused school, but meeting the students' needs even more. And we've got to ultimately see that students, even that we teach now, are going to be very different in 10 years from now. So I think we're coming back to the JA way and look at being positive, collaborative, student-centered, and progressive. And if we meet those, then I think we'll be very successful in 10 years.
Well, I hope that with the things we're doing with them, both in and out of the classroom, that we'll do more and more of that, and that they'll just continue to be life learners and want to come back and share their experiences with students and visit campus and come be leaders on different activities that we go on.
At Jackson Academy, we are a mission-driven school, and that mission within our nurturing and spiritual community, Jackson Academy inspires and equips each student to lead a life of purpose and significance. And that's what our school is all about. Everything we do is aimed at fulfilling that mission. And so everybody in the room has a huge part to play in fulfilling that mission, regardless of the role. We all have different parts and different roles, But that mission is our driving force, and that mission is aimed and it's focused around each student. Not students in general, but each one student, which obviously also ties into our All for One branding and the fact that we're all for one. And so I would just encourage all of us to keep the mission before us, the J way, positive, collaborative, progressive, and student-centered. That's how we go about fulfilling the mission. And I think with those anchor points, there's no stopping Jackson Academy as we go forward.
Where it's going to be, I don't know. I wish I could envision that far out. The world changes so quick, it's hard to. But 10 years ago, I would not see JA where it is today there. If there's one jealousy about me entering my retirement at the end of this school year, I wished I could be here another 10 years.